Welcome to the King's Ash Arena for yet another Torbay Trojans match, bit of gridiron from Devon. This is of course Devon's only full contact gridiron team, and today, it's that old rivalry is back. Cornwall Monarchs are back. Yeah, I'm that excited. Let's just flip that camera around and show you what it looks like here, because it's really hot. So you can see, folks, absolutely sizzler out here. The ground is rock hard. We haven't had rain for weeks, have we? It's going to be tough on the players. It's hot. It's dry. Let's get up to my vantage point and bring you that first down. Players going out now. Kitting up. Ready for that first down. So here we are, folks. I'm up on this familiar vantage point for the first down. I just said to the Trojans, take it easy, and then I corrected myself, said do not take it easy. Looks like there's a Wellington bomber out in the bay going over now, but I tell you what, the first bomb of the day is going to be the kickoff from Torbay Trojans. That's played deep in, and that is going to be a touchback, I believe. So I'm right on this line of scrimmage, folks. It's a bit difficult viewing today. It's so bright and sunny up here. Let's zoom right in. Now, I hope you're sitting comfortably, because this is going to be anything but comfortable. Running back there. He's got past one, he's got past two. It is a good tackle in the end from number 16 on 18, who made a good meterage there, good yardage I should say. Keep getting my metrics and my Imperials mixed up. That was like an Imperial stormtrooper marching through then, but he got dropped by the force. Yeah, he certainly did. The force of Torbay Trojans defence. Slight zoomed out angle here, folks. Played back to the QB. He's having a look. He's good looking left. He's looking right. He's overflung that a little bit too far. Okay, so this is the third play of the game. So those are eagle-eyed. I'm just watching the action. Number 18 skipped inside one, dropped past another, finally got smashed down by number 8, who's quite happy with himself there. So if we look at the far side at the old scoring board, so anyone who's new to the channel, new to the sport, will see that the Monarchs, basically, they've got a first down. So there's the one marked on the far side there, that's saying their first down. They've got to get from the right hand target to the left hand target. If they do not make that in 5 downs, so they hand the play over, you see a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 4 will be the last play. This is the first of this set, and they're running inside down the left. The guy's wait, but he's been slammed into the edge. It was a good cut. It was a good disguised play there by the Monarchs, because I didn't even see where the ball was. So again, another first down, making good yardage, the Monarchs at the moment. Played it back, little runner back 18, got brought down pretty quickly that time. I don't know if I've just missed that, but he got brought down quite quickly. I'm not sure they made a lot of yardage. Guy walked forward on the far side. They made 1, so they're on a second down and 9. So here's that second down play. Played back, horrible, dropped all over the place. Nasty play there. Lack of accuracy. Thankfully, the acrobatics out in the bay, because of course this is the air show week, going slightly better than that move by the Monarchs. So here's that play now, third down. So Monarchs did actually drop 4 yards there, so they're on a 3rd and 14. Big play this one, because the defence do really want to hold out. The home side will not be looking. There's the throw over the top, it's gone nowhere. The home side will be looking to hold out and just dig into the game and keep it competitive through the early stages. Probably see up there, you might be able to see. Plane just came in. I'm not sure if that was a Spitfire. One thing is, early on, the Monarchs are going in like a tornado. at the Trojans, but I tell you what, haven't broke through yet. Okay folks, ball played back into the QB, twisting, turning, running, moving, going backwards, got a bit of pace, coming back again, looking for the throw now, and it's long, and it is long. Got a bit desperate in the end there, had to snatch at something, and the door was closed. First play then, this is an attacking play for the Monarchs, so they did manage to prevent for the Trojans. The Monarchs were held up well and truly then. QB then, McKechnie, was under a bit of pressure. He just slung it into a hole just to make sure that no one got it. I'm looking around, I'm looking over my shoulders. There's noises from military aircraft flying all around. But the Battle of Britain today is in the bay, that's right. Who can get the superiority, the supremacy in this Southwest derby? Okay, let's get straight onto that play. This is a second down for the Trojans. They didn't make any ground there, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's played into the running back now. He's made a few yards. It's probably going to be on a 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 4. We'll look in a minute and see what that is. Zoom out here a little bit, folks. It is a 3rd and 5 actually. They didn't make quite as much ground. So it's back to the QB, into the running back, jinked inside one, got brought down by 2 players. That was number 8, made probably nothing, might have even lost a yard, because of course the one thing that is easy to forget is that ball has to get played back, so you have to make ground to equal at 0. Do you know what I'm saying there? Nothing's a given in this game, folks. They're on the 4th down, so they're probably going to go with a kick now. Monarchs have dropped a player back to receive that kick, so this is all about yardage, about preservation of the point really, and it's a little bit of forward thinking. That kick's gone right into that area there and eventually gets picked up by the Monarchs, and he gets dropped on the 24 yard line. If there was a line, that's where he was dropped. Well, that last kick really was a bit of a bouncing bomb, wasn't it? And it's meant that the Monarchs have got their first down deep in their own half. Can they break the dam? Can they do a dam busting job on the Trojans? Not on that play, they couldn't. I don't think they made any ground there at all. Let's have a look over the far side. Is that dude going to move? Left, right? There it goes, flipped over to 2. He's moved on, what, 1 and a bit. Second down, then basically second down and 8. Here we go, played back again, played into the running back, it's gone past 1, got dragged down by his shirt. He hung on to him so that was ridiculous. A lot of profanity, bit of profanity out there, folks. Then hot feelings on a blistering hot day, and when these guys are letting off a bit of steam, just bear with them that they're out there in a cauldron. So the Monarchs did manage to drag themselves over that line and get the first down. Played a little ball into a tight end there, I think that's what they call them. Look at these guys, they're manhandling him. 3, 4, 5, you're not going anywhere. Okay folks, here we go. It's a first down again for the Monarchs, who seem to be getting slightly on top. 66 brought down that running back nicely there for the Trojans, and Trojans need a little bit more of that. Second down and 8. Play back to the QB, looking wide there, well received, jinked inside 1, running outside another, and he threw into the end zone. That looks to me like a touchdown. That's what's being signalled. It's first points on the board for the Monarchs. Good run there, good move. Can they now make the extras? Don't go anywhere. Try and get the extra point here then, the Monarchs. looks like he's going to go for the kick. Kicked it low, smashed into a whole range of bodies, no extras that time. So of course that touchdown gives the Monarchs 6 points. 6 points for a touchdown in American football. You get 2 points if you go for a running play on that for the extra point, or you can go for a kick to get you 1. So a bit of risk and reward on the scoring system here. A lot of reward going the Cornish way at the moment. Run along the kick there then, folks. They're kicking up from the 30-yard line. Wide open field at the back for the Trojans to receive this kick. And these plays are very, very important. Good returns what the Trojans are after. And the Cornwall Monarchs will be trying to limit that. It's a good reception. No, it's not. He's dropped the ball. Bit of afters there. Right, tighten on the action then. First down for the Trojans. Play back to McKetchin into running back there. Slammed into by number 5, brought down. Probably made nothing and might have lost 2. We shall see. Actually broke even off that first play, so second down and still 10. Lots of shouting, roaring. Trojans have made a bit of ground there. They might have made 4 yards. Did a little tiny bit better than that. It's probably 3rd and 6, something like that. Maybe not quite that. Big play this one because they really want to get in close now and try and get that first down. Play back to the QB. Incomplete, so they're going to be in a 4th down. So this is what you get in this game, folks, and it's a tough old game. Player hobbling off there, he got absolutely smashed on that play. There's a 5-yard penalty. 99 was offside. It's the only time of the day that people don't want a 99, isn't it, with this heat? But 99 for the Monarchs was offside. That's given up 5 yards. That means well, I don't know if that means we will be on the 4th down or it remains on a 3rd down. We shall see. If it's a 3rd and 2, then actually this is a different story altogether. If it's a 4th and 2, then you're probably going to see the Trojans go for the kick. Let's see in a moment. Right, so it's 3rd down and about 2. Not very much at all. I guess they're going to go for a running play here. They've played it back. He has jinked past one and the other. Looks to me like Trojans made the one. It looked like they made a first down, but then officials are waving their hands around all over the place. There go the scoreboards marching off like they're on the 10 tours or something. They've just headed down the pitch 10 yards. I don't know if you can see that, folks. That's the score for the Trojans at the minute 0. Given just by that aeroplane. He's heading west, and Trojans are heading west at the moment as well. First down then. Infringement there. So if ever you see out the corner of your eye sort of rag thrown out, that means that's something that one of the line officials has done. He's thrown something out to indicate to the officials in the middle of the pitch there's been an infringement, and that stops everything. That's like stopping at the Tamar Bridge, like the Trojans would have done, like the Monarchs would have done earlier, and they didn't have any change available, and they weren't in the contactless kiosk either. So you have to wait there for a moment, sir. Get the change out. You're not coming into Devon today. So there was an offside by the Cornwall Monarchs there on the point of contact, allegedly. That resulted in a 5-yard penalty, which means that the Trojans are in a good position here on a 1st down and 5. We don't see that very often. QB running out wide now, played it in tight and brought down. Good play all around there from both sides. Zoom out a bit this time. I'm going to zoom out so we don't miss that action, like I think I almost did then. they didn't make any yards. They lost 2, so they're on a second down now and 7. Gone for the little, oh my god, an incomplete. That guy was like he was trying to catch a nice lolly then, the way he dropped that one. This is one thing that this Trojans team do have to do, is they have to make sure that when they grab out of these balls, that they're grabbing onto a long lost friend and they're not letting go. They've dropped a couple at the moment, and other than that there's not a lot between the teams. So here we go, 3rd down and 7. This is midway through the first quarter, of course, so it's only 6-0 to the Cornwall Monarchs. Tight game. Played back into the running back, jinked inside one, jinked inside another. 2 guys chucked into the ground. Might have made nothing. He seemed to run a long way for not very much. He did make a little bit of yardage. It was not all in vain. Probably made 3 yards, so it's a 4th and 3. Everyone's anticipating a punt from the Trojans. The Monarchs are dropping players back to receive that punt. And here it comes now. Boom. Nice kick. Another return. Players blocking there. Made in good ground. All manner of things over the far side, so it looks to me like they're on about 26. I called 26, it was actually 28. So they're 28 yards out from their own end zone. The Monarchs, this is. These games are always great between the 2 sides, and I'll be honest, you know, I know I follow the Trojans, but I always want to see a competitive game. This is why I'm really rooting for the Trojans this week, to try and get closer to these teams and get a few points on the board themselves. Play back to the quarterback into 27, jinked inside one, coming back inside another, running around like a mouse being chased by a bunch of cats, and these guys have absolutely got the cheese then. There was absolutely nothing Mickey Mouse about that play by the Monarchs, as they've made 8 yards and on 2nd down and well, about 1.5 maybe. Here comes the play, running back inside. Brought down, not quite, nearly. Back up, reinforcements. It's like a maul in a rugby game. Go in and pick the ball out of that one if you want to lose your face, that's what I say. Look at this, look. Step away, nothing to see here. Scorecard, run up and down. Go this way, go that way. Come back in. Tell you what, you want one of those guys bringing your aircraft in today. Monarchs made a lot of ground on that play then. 1st down then. And they're just in the Trojans' half. Playing back the running player, running back through 19s. Pick that ball up. Run inside one. Boom. It's a good running play. Defensive player in the end got there. I'll just take you out by the knees, my old friend. That's it. That's what I'll do. Another 1st down then for the Monarchs, and this is late now, I would imagine, in the 1st quarter. Played into a running back, trying to go right through the middle. Running into a block wall. 1st down, it looked like there might have been an infringement there, because the Trojans have been, they're almost in the trees defending this play. Play back in, little running play, lovely little flick the way that ball came up, and then eventually they all, well, somebody said, I think he said hit the pile or something like that. That's a technical phrase that they use in the game, hit the pile. I'm leaving out the expletives. That reduces the amount that I have to say quite considerably at times, folks. This is a 2nd down and 1, something like that. They're just going to try and drill right through the middle. But I don't think they got anywhere. That really was a case of, as they say, the irresistible force meets the immovable object, when no one really is sure what that means, but we kind of like it, don't we? Basically it means you're just going to run straight into a big lump of granite, and that is Torbay Trojans. Same again then, folks. So 2nd down here. Again, are they just going to try and pile drive through the middle? Are they going to try and play outside. Now it looks to me like it's the end of the first quarter, so let's all have a march down the other end of the pitch. We'll bring you some up close and personal action then, guys, as we start the second quarter. First quarter down, folks. 6-0 to the Trojans. No, to the Monarchs. Get it right, Steve Dogs. There's only one thing you've got to do. Monarchs are on top at the moment, and they're going to start the second quarter with a play very, very firmly rooted in the Trojans' half. In fact, they're about 1 yard out from the end zone, and I think they'll be on third down. So this is going to be an interesting play, and it could be pivotal in this game. Let's get down to the action. So as you can see on the far side there, folks, this is the third down. This is like, I call it third down and sold all. It's basically a third down and one, I would say. This would be an absolute boon for the Trojans if they could get out of jail here, because the Monarchs are turning the screw tighter and tighter. Here we go, the official runs across here, full of anticipation. This guy's got eyes as eagle as they come. Half yard for a first down, really? Should it have been the end zone? I don't know what's going on. Played it back. The guy's in. That is a touchdown. Number 27 did make that touchdown then. I heard somebody say, well done, Dave. He had Cornwall on his back, so I think that guy's probably called, answers below, of course, Dave Cornwall. That's what we're going to call him. Number 27, Dave Cornwall, just smashed over for the Cornish. Got a lot of brothers out there today, a lot of family, because they all say Cornwall on their backs. Maybe I'm misreading this. Well blocked by the Trojans to stop the extra. So it's going to be 12-0 on the scoreboard. So Monarchs are really turning the screw. Just slightly better on most of the plays. A few handling errors, really, I think, have cost a few yards for these for the Trojans. They should have maybe made a first down earlier on when they didn't, and they're paying the price at the moment. Scoreboard still says 6. I don't believe it. I think it's 12-0. We'll find out later. It's got to be 12-0 is the kick. Right, let's see if we can get good reception. Yeah, that time it's well gathered. And now the guys are running. He's got a bit of cover in front of him. Make good ground. Some of you guys will have perhaps seen the little video I did last season about the touchback, and I know a few of you are scoffing at it. They'll be saying, well, it's a joke. What was happening on that situation was Trojans were receiving the ball and making like 10 yards. And you're thinking you're better off just letting a touchback go. It's better than nothing. Well, this season you can see Trojans actually can make some yardage. So what I was saying last season was all about when things are really well and truly going wrong for you, but the corner's been turned a little bit. They made a bit of ground there. It looks like to me they're on 30, 31 even for this first down. So early in the second quarter. Big set required really by the Trojans. Let's see what they can do over these next few plays then. Play back in, running back runs, make pass 1, pass 2, pass 3. That is a big play. You might have even got the first down. Certainly made 9 if not. Tasty first down there. As tasty as cream first. And we all know, yep, we all know that's the way to go. Play back, running play again. I quite like that play. He had a couple of blockers in front of him. Managed to just make a bit of ground, not a lot, but it was safe early in the set. Nothing to lose, made a couple. 2nd and 8, Trojans with the play. Whistles were blowing, 5-yard penalty, comment below, but I think that is because they didn't get the play going too quickly. The Trojans play around all the way across the pitch, and you can't just hang on forever before making the play. So they got penalised 5 yards. They're on a 2nd now and 12 or 13. Here we go again. Don't do it again, folks. Played it back this time and run. Same again. More infringements. I'll tell you what's happening in a sec. Well, it looked like there's going to be a penalty against the Trojans, but it was declined apparently. There you go. Just a few technicaloids out there. 3rd down 12. Here we go. 39 run across the back, coming in tight now to protect that QB. He's looking to make the throw, but that's a interception. Okay folks, so a little bit of slack play I thought there by the Trojans, not that I'm an expert, just a view. Monarchs then bring the ball back, looking for the throw over the top, and I'll tell you what, if he caught that, that would have been an absolute peach. It was a bullet throw, but the bullet shot down that receiver. Running back, he just switched into the other one. Crawled and crawled and crawled, made a bit of ground, might made the first down. So I'm bringing you guys to play right on the 20. Here we go then. 3rd down and inches. Wide receiver sees the ball, he's outside 1. Can he get... Ooh. It looks like a TD. It certainly feels like one from up here. They tried to slam him out of the side, but I think he got in, arms up. That's going to drop the scores up to 18 points to 0. So of course Trojans have managed to defend these extra points so far, but are they going to do so this time? Not that time, and that because of the running play rather than going for the kick, it gets the 2 points there for the Monarchs. That's going to bring the scores up to 20 if my maths is good. We join the play here midway through the 2nd quarter. 20 points to 0 up for the Cornwall Monarchs. Kick-off coming in. Now the Monarchs are going to try and gather this ball and make a kind of tentative start to that return. But he made a bit of ground in the end, number 50. Okay, I'm going to zoom you right in on this line of scrimmage. 25 and a bit out. McKitchney there, roaring like a lion back there. I don't know what he's saying. As long as his teammates do, that's all that matters. Number 17 does. He said to him, you got a free ticket to Babacom, the way he was shifting that time. Good yardage from the Trojans on the first play. Here we go, then 2nd down 2. Come on Trojans, see if you can make something here. Get back into the game. Played in the 27, he's jinked in past 1. He did get brought down, but he certainly made that first down. Great play by 27, twisting and turning. So we're getting towards the end of the 2nd quarter. There's about 5 minutes left, I would suggest. This is the 2nd play. It's the 1st down. So 2nd set of plays. Played in number 17. Oh, he turned inside a player beautifully there. Lovely run. He looked like he was in trouble, and the way that he just stepped inside was fantastic. And Monarchs punished him at the end for that. Absolutely walloped the guy. But oh, he's pulled up. Get on with it, son. Slap on the back. Yeah, hang on. Somebody go and pick my teeth up for me, will you? Because they've just been slammed into that house's garden over the far side. I was hit so hard. That's right. He's talking in Cornish now, that fella, because he doesn't know where he's from. But good run. Made a bit of ground. The officials there, look at them, look. Trying to discuss where they're going to go next week for tea. Going to my house now. Let's go to yours. Well, my missus doesn't like us hanging around here. And nor does mine. Okay, let's just stick to American football. Let's sort out the first play, the next play, because the Trojans are now on the march. Monarchs tackled the running back there below the knees, some such thing. That was a penalty. That's given the yardage to the Trojans. Trojans are now well and truly on the march now. 1st down and 10, of course. That's normally the case, not always. That is normally the case. It's certainly the case here. Played it back, running back. Oh. Good play there from number 5. I think he's quite pleased with himself, isn't he? Hey, waving his finger around. That's what his missus is like when he's late home from the pub, and today it was his chance. Well played to that number 5. Good play. Coach is down there saying to the Trojans, look guys, concentrate on the play, concentrate on what's happening on the pitch and the next play in front of you. And that's what they're doing there. It was 17. He was concentrating on finding a gap, and he almost got through. Made a little bit of yardage possibly. Looks like a 3rd down and 12. Infringement for taking too long, I think. Nothing of the sort, Steve Dog, no infringement. There's a timeout. So, coach down there now just trying to inject a little bit of nous into this attack. And they're thinking about the options. This is what these guys do. They weigh up the It's a battle of chance, it's a battle of opportunities. They've got 3 or 4 ideas. What happens if this happens? What happens if that happens? These guys have worked it out. These guys train solidly on these situations. But of course you're throwing the dice into the chasm of the unknown when you're up against the Cornish. These guys, remember, this Cornish lot, they put jam on their scones first. That's the kind of random crew you're up against. So all manner of planning can go out the window because you're up against the crazy guys from across the Tamar. So it's a 3rd down and 12. Play back into the QB, into the running back. Infringement, whistles blowing. Wide angle view here, folks. Why not? Why not? Should we zoom in a little? Let's zoom in a little then. Here we go. 3rd down and 15. They're going backwards at the moment. QB trying to look for the run. Played into a little tight end. 86 nearly made the ground. They lost. I didn't mind that play. I thought it was alright. It was alright. You know, sometimes you put in a play that kind of works and the other team just close it out. So nothing wrong with that. Good play by the Trojans. Trying to find the gap in the sort of what I call the midfields. And the Monarchs, they closed the door pretty quickly. So I enjoyed that play. I'm not going to show a replay. No, that'd be silly. Might do later in the game. Who knows? Big thumbs up to the Cornish camera crew over there. Let's stand up on the tower. Cracking camera and scaffold arrangement they got there. Of course you don't get any of that with the Steve Dog channel. What you do get is action up close and personal. Play back, well received. In the end he had to struggle to just grab. Look at that ball, it's pinged up in the air off that, oh dear, that ball pinged up off the ground like a blooming, I know, golf ball hitting a tarmac car park. I can't even think. I can't even think. I didn't mind that kick actually. So folks, it's 20 points to 0 to the Monarchs. We're right on half time really. It's going to be coming up. It's a 1st down for the Monarchs. Back well and truly in their own half. Big ball over the top. Great reception. Absolute peach of a catch there from the wide receiver there for the Monarchs. And this is now, it's going to put a bit of pressure onto the Trojans as we get up to half time. So a lot of shouting and balling going on, but what he's essentially saying, guys, is we need to tighten up our defensive plays a little bit, try and close out that wide receiver, and just try and make things a little bit more tricky for the Monarchs. Oh chap, that's what he said. He worded it nominally differently, and he shouted it a little bit more loudly, but what it basically means is they got a 1st down well and truly now in the Trojans half. Good block that time by the Trojans. Trojans defensive line, that was pretty solid actually, in fairness to them. Monarchs played back to the running back on a run through the middle. Again, not really going too far. I might have made a yard or two, but got slowed down pretty quickly there. This is the view that we love in the Bay, isn't it, folks? Not the Trojans on the defensive line, just on the line of scrimmage, basically, down at this King's Ash Arena. Let's play that in. Oh, a lovely little play inside here. Cracking run there. Absolute peach of a run there from number 19, I think. That wasn't Dave Cornwall. Cracking run. So a lot of Trojans shouting and balling here. There's an infringement. One of the officials said he couldn't see it from his angle, and of course this is all down to what is seen. Okay, officials can only see what they see. I know that can be hard to take if you're on the. They're saying that there was an infringement. We hit the side of the player rather than the front of the player, so the running play, the touchdown stand. And that's a bitter pill to swallow for the Trojans right on half time. So here we go for the extras. Played it back in, it's still running back. He's trying to run all the way around. Little throw into the receiver there. So that is a 2-point. They got both of the point bonuses there, the extras as they like to call them in this game. That's going to bring it up to 28-0, something like that. Yep, it is 28-0, and this is a kick, so there isn't long to go to half time. I suppose the Trojans are just going to want to make no mistakes up to that half time and not concede anything and go again second half. So here comes a return. Did make a lot of ground there. He's about 12. That was an ugly little kick, wasn't it, by the Monarchs? It was clever actually, and the Trojans player was like he's trying to get his chickens in at an evening, wasn't it, the way he's running around there. But are the Trojans going to be slammed into their chicken coop now, or are we going to be getting half a dozen of good plays? That wasn't a bad little play, was it? Nice by the Trojans there, 17, sorry, hard work for maybe 4 yards. 2nd and 7. Play back to QB. And he's run himself. Nice little deception play there. I lost that as well, did you? McKechnie there. He said, I'm going to run this myself. Officials are waving again. Not waving to me, not waving to you. I'm hoping that play sticks because it was a good play. Medic's called out. Well, McKechnie did indeed make that first down. It was a great little run, wasn't it? He played it back in again. This time the running back has gone. He made nice ground again, didn't he? This is a good couple of plays from the Trojans. They need more of this through the second half of this match. Less errors, less handling errors, more steady play like that. They made that look easy, those last 2 plays, and they've made, off those 2 plays, look, they've made 17 yards off 2 plays. That's amazing, isn't it? Easy peasy. Only for a moment though, because they're going to get slammed backwards, we know it. There's a little bit more time in this half than I thought. 2-minute warning's just been called. Both teams, I think, have got 2 timeouts. Back to McKechnie. Oh, he tried to be subtle there, didn't it? He's not subtle, this guy. He's as subtle as your nan smacking you across the back of the head, isn't he? That's how subtle he is. Yeah. I'm only saying it because he's not up next to me. I'd be eating this camera, wouldn't I? Anyway, on we go. Okay, 3rd down and 5. Played back to McKechnie into 17. He's gone past 1. He got dragged out. It was a nice twisting tackle by the number 20 there. Great skill and the way that he used the Trojans players' momentum there to bring him down. It's a good play. It was a great run though from the Trojans. They're on a 4th down here, of course, with about 2 to go. I'm anticipating a punt. Don't give up anything. They don't want to be defending so deep in their own half, so they will go for the punt here. Here's his kick in play. Boom, there goes the kick. So we go 1st down then for the Monarchs. Going backwards there, look. So defensive line has got their tail well and truly up because it's a 2nd and 12. They seem to be slamming the guy back even further. So this is 2 amazing defensive plays by the look of it from the Trojans. And if we go over there, we can see, look, this score marker, look, he's bewildered, didn't know which way to walk there. I normally go the other way, don't I, boss? Not this time you don't, pal. Because Steve Dodd's going to need a wide angle screen for this one because they're going to be on 3rd down about 21. That's right. A lot of these people can't count that high. I didn't say it, you didn't think it, you didn't hear it, okay? So that is at half time, folks. 28 points to 0. I'm going to learn to curb my cheek in the second half because I want to go home with a face this week. But seriously, great first half action. Quite disciplined play by the Cornwall Monarchs, and they showed a little bit more kind of brute force, a little bit more quality at times in the game. Let's flip that camera and you might better see there's a plane in the background doing somersaults and that, and I think the Torbay Trojans head coach will be doing a few somersaults as he chats to the team at half time, trying to rally them, trying to get them back in. And what they think they need to do is just have some good solid plays early on, try and get on the scoreboard. Let's get straight back down. Get yourself a tea, yeah, maybe have a crack open a stubby, whatever you've got to do, get back for the second half. Let's do this. Okay folks, we join the play here right at the start of the third quarter. Second half to some, third quarter to others. Okay, kick off here from the Cornwall Monarchs. Deep into the Trojans territory, but good jinking play one way and the other there, and a nice little return there from the Trojans. So Trojans are starting here on about 38 metres, something like that, a yard, something like that. Whistles all blowing. We hear this so often, don't we? Little infringement there, not sure what happened. Well folks, false start from the number 55 on the offence apparently. That's a bit slack in it. You got to be disciplined here, because now it's effectively the play restarts first down and 15. You don't want to be on 15 on your first down, know that. Gathered it just. Oh, he's like hot potato there, but he managed to hang on to it. Got slammed into the side, but managed to make a bit of yardage back there from the Trojans. Second down and 12. So they made a little bit of ground back then, just a few, but better than nothing. They're running play again, brought down again. Might have made a yard. No ground made there for the Trojans, so they're third down, and they're saying third down long. I prefer to say third down 13. That's what I prefer, folks. I don't really prefer any such position for our boys from the Bay to be in, but as we say, Trojans never lie down, and let's just hope they can grind out here. Keep it tight, at least not make any big losses. Whistles again, another infringement. What happened this time? Another false start again from the offence. So this guy's like drumming above their head, the way the officials sort of swing their hands around. The thing I'll say is, look at that distance. You can see that over there. A third down and what, 18? These Trojans have got to absolutely get tighter on this line of scrimmage, because they're chucking away yardage play after play at the moment. And you don't want that at the start of any game. Dogs barking like crazy, whistles blowing. It's all going on in the Bay. So we go third down and long. Play up into the QB, and a running play here from McKetch. Now you cut inside one. He's not going to go that far. Going down a dead end. Might have made a little bit. So we're going to be in a fourth down, and probably, have they made any ground? Let's have a look. They made anything? Doesn't look like it. Can we get them in the screen? Just about, look folks. No, going backwards. So there's going to be a kicking play coming up, and the Monarchs are going to be keen here to squeeze, get a good return and squeeze Trojans back at the start of the second half. Let's zoom right out here, because this is going to be a big play coming up. Play back into the kicker. Booted over the top. And received, and here they go now then. Cracking run. Textbook play by Trojans, waving arms, but that looked quality, didn't it? Right, so I don't know if I said Trojans or Monarchs or what I said then, but one thing that was for sure that I didn't see was there was a infringement there, a penalty for holding, which means the play comes all the way back. Let's zoom in on that line of scrimmage. So we're on about 24 at the minute. Play back. Running on the far side there, it's that same guy, lightning quick, gone past one, gone past another. And again, and he's away. The pace of the guy was phenomenal. And that is a long touchdown there for the Monarchs. Great start to the half for those guys. But that guy, I don't know how far out that was. That was an amazing run, wasn't it? The Monarchs will be going for the extras now. Five-yard penalty here. against the Monarchs. This is Infringement City today. I can't remember seeing a game with more infringements, but it's certainly all happening out there. And okay, this is only on the extras anyway, so not a big deal, but just shows what's going on there. It looks like they're going to go for the kick anyway. So they're going to make good viewing anyway from up here on the side of the pitch. Wow, that one there, I'll tell you what, trespassers will be prosecuted because that went wide of the mark by some distance. Right, folks, so I've gone right down the pitch side here for this kick-off, just to give you a slightly different angle on the action. So, big kick up, well received. Running back there, little interchange and slam down. They went for the extravagant there in the Trojans return play, but the Monarchs saw that coming and slammed them back. So Trojans will be starting deep in their own territory. We'll watch the next play from here, then get back up to our vantage point. Okay, I'm zooming right in here, folks. Play back into the runner. Twisting, turning, grabbing, whistling. Second down and 4, so any new viewers to the channel, please like and subscribe, as they say, and hope you're enjoying the coverage. Long throw there from McKechnie, and he's received that and then slammed afterwards. I'll tell you what a catch from, was that number 29? 39, he just went up 10 numbers in a blink. I'm going to get back up the top because this is now getting interesting. Well, that was the best Trojans play of the day, in fact maybe of the season. I don't know, what a throw, what a reception. Gives him a first down. Running play coming here then. In through 1, in for a 2. I think he's got the first. This is what it looks like, a first down. Trojans on the march. Here we are, folks, right on this line of scrimmage. It seems like such a long time ago since I saw Trojans score a touchdown, but they're 25 yards out or 24 yards out. First down. Little play back into the runner. Got a blocker with him. Still making ground. Finally goes to ground, but he made a lot of ground in that move. Right, folks, I'm on the line of scrimmage here. This is only about 12, 13 yards out. First down for the Trojans. Gone for the... oh, no. Ouch. Did a little intricate little pass. Just handing the ball off, and Monarchs were quick to seize that and jump right on top. So now it's going to be a first down, or second down in fact, and about 18. What's going to happen, folks? Don't go anywhere. We could get points on the board soon for Trojans if they can make a good play now, and they really do need one. Ball played back. He's coming inside, gone for the throw. Oh, interception. And the opportunity's just gone. It was there in a blink, it was gone in the second blink of an eye. Well, this game, I tell you what, it twists and it turns, and just when the Trojans looked like they were going to find a way back in, it just disappeared. There's been something thrown down by one of the officials, so I think that play's going to end right back here. We shall find out shortly. So it's holding there by the offensive line, 10-yard penalty, drops it way back here. So it looks to me they're going to run a first down and something like 19, 20, that'd be 20. I don't know what it is. Somebody's shoes come off as well. They throw off people's arms, legs, feet, anything that comes on, happens here. If you go on here with any prostate limbs, is that right? Yeah. Is that what you call it? Anyway, you come off legless. That's what we say. Nothing harmless out there though, folks. So here we go. Ooh, sacked QB number 54 said, you know, I've had enough of this. I'm knocking you backwards, mate. Well, folks, second down and, well, I don't know, 30? Something like that. Number 8 managed to bring him down then. Formed like a roadblock, didn't he? Bit of a low five. I'm not giving you a high five, man. I'm not lifting my arms up. I'm saving my energy for the next play. So I'm trying to smash someone. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. Lots of talking going over there for the Monarchs. Offensive plays. Third down and what? Probably 25? Third and 25. Something like that. So, I mean, let's be fair. The Monarchs haven't really got anything to lose. They can play open play, wide play. Game's very much theirs at the moment. So they can be quite creative. Played in the 27. Running, twisting, turning, finally burning and brought down. Again, more whistling. I'll tell you all about that in 2 ticks. 15-yard penalty against the Trojans, and 15 yards. I've never heard of that before. These penalties are getting worse and worse, and what it has meant is this. It's meant, look at these guys here, look. This guy there. He's going to need an energy drink after this play. This scorekeeper over there, look, he's ran all the way up, and now they're on a first down. Unbelievable. How the game changes yet again. Don't you step over that line. No infringements, please. Number 12 running back. So there's another infringement this time by the Monarchs. These guys, I tell you what, the infringement score is off the top of the charts today. They got a first down, about 15 by the look of it. Played back, little switch into 16, running past 1, running past 2. Number 8 tries to bring them down. Finally gets that brought down by 34 for the Trojans. So the offense are being told by the officials to get a move on here. What on earth's going on there? Another infringement? Send your answers in, folks. So there was an infringement there. That means it's 2nd and 8. Is that something like that, folks? 2nd and 8. We will say what we'll be saying after this play. Back comes the ball. QB trying to go for the pass. Incomplete. So if any of you guys are sat at home and you want to get involved and support, follow your local team, get down to Torbay Trojans, King's Ash in Paynton, or go and see your Cornwall Monarchs or your Swindon Storm or whoever it may well be, and suck up some of the action. Played back into 18, they switched it one way, they switched it the other. He's going like a train. Finally brought down or pushed out. Well guys, they're doing loop the loops out in the bay. Let's just show you that, if you can see this. A formation display team, that's what they call it. And Trojans are going to need to play a good formation on this next play if they're to keep out Cornwall Monarchs here. Because they're on a first down. They're kind of midway through the Trojans, midway into the Trojans half. Here we go then. Play back. QB got the ball. Looking up, trying to find his options. Thrown into no man's land on that one. We love those planes up there, folks. Look at that, isn't it beautiful? Players, you can watch this now. Look, I know you're not watching it right now live, but there you go. That's what was going on in the bay. All those shenanigans up in the sky. And there's a lot of tomfoolery going on down on the pitch here as Monarchs got a second down, and it looks like it's 10, 2nd and 10, so not making any ground at the moment. Run into roadworks and the traffic is congested, but 27, he's found a way through. Boom, finally comes down. Guess what, folks, there was an infringement. There was a penalty on the offence for holding. 10-yard penalty. Second down then. Something like 20. 2nd and 20, I would say. Maybe not quite that. Go back to the QB. Stepping inside. Trying to make a gap through the middle. 55. Boom. Slammed him down. Chance here to grab, and he's away. They bound up like a man who's eaten 1,000 eggs. Look at that. What a run from number 8. Trojans, they say they don't lie down. This guy needs to lie down. I need to lie down. You need to lie down. Get up, son. We're going to go again. That's what we do in the bay. Well, this is where, I'll tell you what, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. I know I'm trying to be, look at that, look, guys. And I'm trying to be as neutral as I can. But apparently, somebody over on the Cornwall side blew a whistle. So the play's been brought back. That's what they're saying now. Let's penalise the team that didn't blow the whistle. This is nonsense. Now, so that play's kind of been extinguished, erased from the history books, but living long in our memory because that was a great play by the Trojans. That is nonsense, utter nonsense. Tell me where I'm wrong with the rules there, folks. Tell me how an infringement actually rewards the offending side, because I can't see how that works. I can't see how you can reward an offending side. That was a big hit, wasn't it? That was a really big hit. Let's hope that guy's all right. Right, bloke. Right, guys. 4th down then. Thankfully that player got to his feet, and that's great news. Trying to... Hello. Return here for the Trojans. Great little run there from the Trojans. Am I going to have enough juice left in my camera to film the entire game? Trojans have got a bit of juice left. So stay with me, folks. I might show you the entire match. We might run out first. Let's see. To remind you then, folks, it's 34 points to 0 to the Cornwall Monarchs. Drop ball there. All the ground they made. And a load of it's just thrown away. Okay, wide out view here, folks. So it's 2nd down 12. Let's make something back up for this. Little in play there. Nice little running move from the Trojans. How they respond to adversity. That's what they say, isn't it? 3rd and 8, folks. Play back. Running move from the QB. Almost. Good effort. 4th down then. Gonna go for the kicking play here. Play back. Received. There goes the punt forward. And received here from the couple of players absolutely smashed over there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Guy's still going. He's running this way, he's running that. Can anyone stop him? Another Trojan player going off. Got slammed then in the last play, and there was an infringement early on that return play, which means that the Monarchs are right back on their own goal line on their 1st down, so they're going to have to start from nothing. So this is where we'll see what the Monarchs are made of. Can they actually work their way from the back of the pitch all the way up? We'll see here, and they've got a good running play right away. They had to bump him into the side in the end. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's 34 points to 0. We go into that 4th quarter. Right, folks, here we go. So it's the 1st down here for the Monarchs. They're away here. They're away. Come on, slam in the side. Slam in the side. He's in. So that's right at the start of that 4th quarter, and it's a touchdown. That was a touchdown, of course. They're going for the extras. That's another 2 points. Well, those points didn't stick. There was a holding. That was a 10-yard penalty. So they're still on goal line effectively, going for the extras, trying to put it over the top, out of reach. So they didn't get the extra 2 in the end. Right, folks, 40 points to 0 for the Cornwall Monarchs against Torbay Trojans here at King's Ash Arena. Where early in the 4th quarter, Monarchs just scored a touchdown. And this guy's dropped the ball again and got slammed down for it. Ooh. So here we go, Trojans on the first down. I mean, in fairness, I mean, it looks easy up here, doesn't it, to take those balls, and nothing's easy in this game. Although, that's a good run through there. That looked easy. But seriously, tough game out there. So we've got what they call running clock now, so the game progressed a little bit more quickly. Trojans were just taking a little bit too long on that running clock though, and have been given a 5-yard penalty, so I think yeah, not ideal, but here they go. So on second down and 8, they're on about on the 35-yard line in their own half. Chancey and McKechnie trying to receive this ball and do something creative, get it to the running back number 43, and he's got sacked. They made probably a 5-yard loss then. Let's zoom right in close on this one then. So it's a third down, long way to go. They need a miracle play really, as they are going to be punting next time. That's a great run through the middle. Good ground made, defensive line in the end hit the number 17, but 17 did well then. Well played, back in, go again son. That's what he said. Well played to that guy. All of a sudden the game seems to have got an injection of life since the running clocks kicked on. Teams all showing a lot of urgency. Here goes the kick. Boom, up it goes. It'll come in the top of your screen now. And it's grounded. Good play there by the Trojans. Nice defensive punt play. Time's racing on now, folks. Probably about 10 minutes to go in the game, maybe less. My battery is going to run out anytime soon, so if you don't see a lot more, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll show you the score at the end, even if it all goes pear-shaped. Score at the minute's 40 points to 0. Running play there, great reception. The way the guy caught that, they've got to bring him down. They have in the end, and that guy, if it's the same player, has made 2 or 3 receptions like that. Really great catching technique there. They say, don't they, sometimes plays if it's 0-0, and this is what the Trojans need to do now and try and keep that score level from here in. But Monarchs running right through, nearly got in. Last gasp play by the Trojans. Players down, medics running out, still giving it everything. So after that sort of recovery there by Trojans, they managed to just stop the flow a little bit. And now they've made 5. Okay, 2nd and 5. It's on 15 yards actually, so deep in their own half. Little move from McKechnie there. Nice little side step inside, made a couple. This is where Trojans can be quite effective, you know, just literally turning the handle. No mistakes, easy money, make a couple more. You never know, can they get over this time? Here we go, and they're through, look. They're through and they made the down. That's one of their best plays of the game. They just keep it rolling. Red arrows flying over. Let's there they go, folks. There they go, and here we go here. Concentrate on the game, boys. Concentrate on the game. Lovely little throw. Oh my God, that was nearly complete. Smoke in the sky. And that was nearly a smoking move there. Those arrows shooting up into the sky there, just like the Trojans are going to do in this last few plays of the game. There they go. Wow, that's what we do, folks. We do it all in the bay. We do it all here. We got a bunch of Trojans here. Look, I'll tell you what, you don't mess with these guys. You do not. Everyone's stopping that. Everyone's stopping. Look, red arrows. Yeah, red arrows. Everyone loves the red arrows. Will the Trojans manage to arrow through here? They're on a 2nd down and 10. Here we go. Played back to McKechnie. Grand inside. He's going to have to release the ball soon. He's going to get sacked. Elsie finally just slammed it. Thought, you know, I'm not going to get sacked. Just put that one down as bad luck and move on. Well, folks, my phone finally ran out of juice. The Trojans didn't run out of juice, kept going right through to the end. They only missed the last couple of minutes. Final score was Torbay Trojans 0. Cornwall Monarchs at 40, so big win for the Monarchs. Great play by the Monarchs. Loved a couple of those receptions by their wide receivers. And a little bit of unlucky play at times by the Trojans. Loads of infringements today. But we'll tune in next time, folks. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the Football Schmootball flip side. I couldn't have said it better myself.